caught in the crossfire. It's caught in the
Going up too lit, we lit, too lit. Going up too lit, we lit, too lit. Going up too lit, we lit.
Well, look who we have here, our favorite and most loved dumpster fire. I wonder what this video is about. Let's find out together, lovies. This should be very, very entertaining, hopefully.
You know what? When it comes to people trying to feed information about what other people have to say about us, it's always about me. It's always something to indict me or persecute me or make me look like a horrible human being.
Oh, that's because we've watched you be a horrible human being for years now. So you can't be pretending for all that long. So we're pretty sure you're as horrible as you present to us.
You would think I'd give a damn about something that happened years ago? That's something I apologized for and I did my best to make up for? And I thought the other person forgave me? Do you think I give a damn about that after I lost everything I ever had to that said party?
Hold on. I'm highly confused. Are we talking about G-Man right now? Because he certainly is not the reason why you and Jason lost everything. At all. But this should be interesting.
Do you think I give a damn? I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn about who says what says. I don't give a damn. Here I am doing my best trying to put my fucking self back together so I don't have to feel like fucking ass anymore. And I wake up and I get more fucking information. Guess who's in this? Guess who's in this? Guess who's in this? I don't give a fuck what someone has to say about me. Most of the shit they say is bullshit.
So then why are you on here giving them exactly what they want, which is a reaction? God, for someone who's been on YouTube as long as you have been, you act like a pure rookie. You know exactly what's going on. Or you're a complete idiot.
Do you get what a smear campaign is to someone who's psychotic?
Is it a smear campaign, or is just G-Man just outing all your little secrets that you never thought he would tell anybody because he turned on you? Rightfully so. Rightfully so.
Someone who's holding a grudge for something they shouldn't be holding a grudge for. They got everything they ever fucking wanted from us. And I have to wake up every goddamn morning to this fucking bullshit. And then people expect me to be online. No. I'm not gonna be online when people are feeding me bullshit and acting like there's something wrong with me. Something wrong with my soul. When I did absolutely nothing wrong. I've done a lot of soul searching over the last few years, a lot of soul searching. And I'm not going to apologize for the things I've done in my past because, you know what? I'm sick of apologizing for the things in my past because I wouldn't be who I am right now if it wasn't for the things that happened to me in the past. The past is nothing but a memory. It does not dictate what the now is, what this time is. It just shows a reflection of the things that built you to who you are right now.
So at 40 years of age, who are you exactly, Shannon? What are you? What's the purpose for you?
Wait a minute. Who
The past
are
is dead,
you?
and all we have right now is now. And all we have is these goddamn demons trying to do everything they can to put me in a place where I didn't feel good about myself. I ain't going back in that place. I ain't gonna reflect over the things that made me who I am now.
Then why do you keep coming online and making videos about how your past is in the past and you're living in the now? This is like a repeat of the last video I did. You got anything else? Because we're bored.
That isn't real anymore. That's just a human experience that was meant for then, not now. There's nothing that anyone can say that will take my faith of Jesus Christ away from me, or the shields that he gives me every day. You keep coming at me, devil, with a past. You're this, 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 you're this. No. No. All I was a woman trying to figure out why I'm being so wronged just by someone who said they were who they said they were, and they weren't. They lied. I don't care about my past. I'm who I am now. And I know that I'm not gonna be who I am now in the future.
Yeah, let's truly hope that happens. Let's truly hope your future is better than now.
People change, they move on with their lives. And there's really something wrong with someone who wants to keep you stuck in the past. Because that tells me they want to prevent me from moving forward, and that's not something I'm gonna do. I'm gonna
Continue to move forward. Did I miss when you started this journey of yours that apparently you're on? Because it's news to me. What is your game plan exactly, Shannon? What is it? Because right now you don't own one thing except some crap that you were able to salvage from when you got evicted in Colorado. So please enlighten us on what your game plan is and how you're going to keep progressing, because I'm a little confused about that. One day the bitch can't even walk or get off the couch. The next day she's got goals all of a sudden. This is news to me. I'm sorry. I'm very interested.
Whether they like it or not. And I want everyone to be influenced by this too. Whenever anyone tries to stomp you down with your past, you remind them that the now is all there is. And all the past is just a shadow of who you became now. Words of the past don't bother me. I dealt with them. I dealt with them internally and externally. Words of the past don't bother me because the faults that I had then are not my faults now. For I know I am a being of growth. You can't go to a big tree that was once a sapling and tell them that you remember that dry spell you had? Yeah, you're never going to be a big tree because of a dry spell. That doesn't happen, because that's not true, because you're literally talking to a big fucking tree, telling the big fucking tree that it's never going to be a big tree when it's already fucking grown. Trying to throw things at me over and over and over again, and you throw things at other people, and they may go, but they will come back. Because my spirit is greater than your spirit, because my spirit isn't dead. Your spirit is dead because you focus on things that are dead, and Jesus Christ said, let the dead bury the dead. So enjoy your funeral of the past, because that's all your group is a giant mass of death worship.
I don't wish death on anyone, so I don't know what the hell you're even fucking going off about. I don't wish death on anyone, and no one's gonna tell me otherwise, Shannon, so shut up.
I'm not that. The only thing the past is good for is to remind us of what not to be like. It's the only thing the past is good for, is a lesson. And there's no lessons to be taught by you, a merely human being that has no power of God. If you had the power of God, maybe I'd look at your words as something. But you have no power of God. Do you? No. You don't. You don't, do you? You have no power. Because the greatest power is love. Something you lack and you need in your body for you to understand where I'm coming from.
No one asked you that at all. No one asked you anything, and no one's even talking about you. So what is the point of this video exactly? Because I'm completely confused what the hell you're going off about.
I am no longer the Shannon of yesterday. I am the Shannon of today. Just like you're no longer you of the past, you are you of today. If you are stuck in the past and you keep reflecting on the past, you have not learned the lessons you should have learned.
You didn't learn the lessons you should have learned. All those times on YouTube when you got called out and made a locale over and over again, you didn't learn that lesson.
We're in a cycle of trying to figure out what it means. You think hating me will solve the problem, but my dear beloved ones, that's not how you solve a problem. Look within yourselves and you will get the answer you need. Okay? Externalizing your hate toward me will not fix you. Only when you look into the internal yourselves will you realize what your goddamn problem is, because I know it's not me. I am a free Shanny. I am a Shanny no longer chained and bound to her past. I let it go. I let it go because it's not mine anymore to hold on to. Let it be an Esper. Let it be an Esper. A lesson to be how not to be. I'm proud of myself that I have grown from the inane.
Shannon, the lying to others. But let's explore that, shall we?
What? For what? Giving you things? You're gonna put a lawsuit for giving me things? Fucking moron. What you don't get, moron, what you don't get is this Jesus H. Christ. He knows he's not Jesus. He is an actor from Hollywood paid to act and dress like Jesus. He's not a false Messiah. He's not going out there and saying, well, he is saying, I am your Lord and Master Messiah, but it's a joke. It's so he can get paid, so he can feed his kids, because he found a shtick after getting out of a horrible, horrible, horrible cult of Mormonism. And you just unrighteously judge him. You don't even know the guy. I've known him for 3 years, okay? I've seen his struggles. I've talked to him. I've actually been there for him. So you ruining a ministry that I've been holding on to for a really long time, and you're threatening to ruin it after I gave you everything. Yeah, I'm gonna be fucking pissed off. Because you're stepping on my fucking territory, motherfucker. You're stepping on my territory. And I don't appreciate it. You leave that guy alone. Period. You leave him alone. Threatening me? You're gonna threaten me? I'm gonna be rich. No, G-Man. You're gonna be poor. Don't fucking threaten me. No one likes you in that neighborhood anyway. Oh, G-Man, baby boy. To say I'm rebelling against God, that's just weak. Every night I'm out preaching the gospel of Jesus Christ, and you're saying I'm rebelling against God? While you go and talk about man things, while you go talk about evolution, while you go talk about the scary atheists in the world. And I'm rebelling against God. How am I rebelling against God exactly? And then you say, and she's using her divorce as an excuse. Oh, I can assure you, G-Man, my misery is because of the divorce. My continual reading of scripture is because God sent me to, because no man is doing his job right, i.e. you, G-Man. And a plethora of others. Rebelling against.
Do you see how your behavior from the past is so abhorrent and disgusting, yet you have the audacity to sit here and complain about us? Oh yeah, Shanny, you've treated G-Man specifically really well in the past. You have a lot of nerve coming on here and acting as bothered as you do. And the next video I do on YouTube from today is going to be great.
You think you're doing such a good job, and all you're doing is tempting the Lord each day to cross your name out of that book of life. Shame, shame, shame.
Can you believe the audaciousness of this woman to come on here and shame other people when we have watched her disrespect her parents, lose her children, treat the person she's with like absolute garbage, and amongst many others? We're supposed to be shamed by her, or G-Man is, or whatever the hell she's talking about? Ma'am, take a nice long look in the mirror, okay? Because you have a lot of bullshit coming out of your mouth right now, and you making yourself look very foolish, lol cow.
Shame on you for that. I don't understand why people have to go through such dark roads before they find the light. My road has always been very dark. But now I don't have to worry about that. I got no people around me, except my husband and my kitty cats. And I'm happy and content with that. Because I know these people won't intentionally hurt my heart. That's correct. It says in the Bible to protect your heart with all due diligence.
Hey Shannon, in the Bible, does it say that karma is a bitch? Because that's what you're experiencing right now. You can sit on your high horse all day, but look at your life. Look at what you have around you. Nothing. You have nothing and no one.
That's what I do. I protect whatever's left of my heart, because the world beat it up so bad. But I'm no longer in the world, I'm outside of the world, and I'm just a mere observer of the world. Frankly, I'd rather the world be like Animal Crossing, where it's just a bunch of animal people going around doing their own things and helping watering your crops, and everyone's working together for a good purpose, and that is just to survive and live.
Unfortunately for you, Animal Crossing is just a video game. It's not real life. I think it's time you stepped outside and, again, touch some grass. If you want to compare life to Animal Crossing, let me tell you this. There's no one that's going to come water your crops for you. There's no one that's going to come feed your animals for you. You have to do all of that. Those are your responsibilities in a video game. So you'll never do it in real life.
I'd rather live in that world.
And make the island pretty.
And make the island pretty. Yes.
That sounds good to me too, man. I'm with you. I'll come with you to the Animal Crossing island and live in real life.
Or even Stardew Valley world, where people are just fixing up their farms, living their life, and really trying to fix their internal problems that they have. And they all do at the end. They all do.
Yeah.
And then everyone celebrates. I'd rather live in that world. This world of darkness, where everything is consumed with such heaviness, I reject that. I reject the world of all the evil they put out in it. I reject it fully. There's no way anyone, anywhere, could take away what I truly want. And that's peace, harmony amongst nature.
You want peace, harmony, and nature. How about your 2 children that you brought into this world? Don't want them? Good thing, because you never fought for them, and now they're in with a new family, but you don't miss them. They don't come to mind with things that you want in your life, your children. the babies that you grew in your belly and gave birth to and watched grow up and watched go through all these things, you don't even mention them. And that's the kind of person you are. Evil to the core. And you're sadly mistaken when they turn 18 if they're going to want anything to do with you, considering you chose Jason over them. They'll never forget that. They'll never forget that, I promise you that.
The realization that I am one with nature as well. That the animals are my friends, they are not my enemy. And there's nothing to fear from animals. Unless they feel threatened, then you should be a little fearful. But if you're in harmony with nature, there's nothing to fear. I'm not that person that wants to lash out no longer. I learned that lesson. I learned that lesson through love and through understanding and through internal thinking of who I truly am as a spirit, and realizing my spirit would not like that type of behavior. See, who I am internally is a peacemaker. I am a child of God. I let the world come in and just wave me to and fro. No longer. I focus on God and God only. Do you know, when I sleep, all I do is internally hear songs of God when I sleep? That I'm bathing myself in God's glory when I sleep.
It amazes me that you think that listening to songs of God while you sleep and spewing all this biblical nonsense makes you some kind of holier than thou Christian. God bases his opinions on you and your behavior, on the way that you treat people. And for as long as I have covered you, you have not done one kind thing for one person ever. You are a wicked witch. You are Ursula from The Little Mermaid. You're evil to the core. So you can listen to all the songs of God you want. Do you ever go to church? No. Not that you have to be religious. I don't believe that. Do you do anything other than just diarrhea of the mouth verses of the Bible as if we're supposed to take any information or anything from you? I don't want my life to ever turn out like yours, ever. So I won't be taking any advice on how to be religious or how to submerge myself in God. That means nothing. God knows your heart, and your heart is crinkled and black. I'm sorry, but any mother who has their children taken away and is not weeping, sobbing every day of her life, I can't wrap my brain around. You are cold as ice.
Glory belongs to him and only him. For we are just mere vessels here on earth to just give a little part of him and just show it to people. A little. That's all we do. That's all our purpose is to love God and serve him. That's all our purpose is. Because that's what he created us for, is to love him, follow his commandments, and serve.
You know what, Shan? I'm so glad that you brought up the 10 Commandments because I would like to go through them with you. Let's do that right now, shall we?
Him, to be his friend, to be his confidant.
You're not anyone's friend, and you're certainly not God's confidant. What planet are you from? I'd really love to know, because you are the most Delulu human being I've ever come across.
I mean, isn't that nice to know that God made you specifically just because he wanted some friends? I would assume you would want to serve him, right, after knowing that. That he just wants some friends, real friends. Not friends that are forced to go along his will, but friends that are willing to want to be his friend.
I try very hard not to judge people, but when someone has absolutely no real friends, it's a big red flag to me, because it tells me at the age of 40, you have not one single friend on this planet. Why is that? It can't be everybody else. So it's got to be you. I have the same friends that I've had since nursery school. Throughout the years of my life in school and in college and in my adult life, I have made more friends. I have amazing friends. I have people that I can rely on. Where are yours? Because that, like I said, big red flag when someone doesn't have one single friend at 40 years old.
And I am willing to be his friend. I want to be God's friend. The devil lost. He lost a long time ago. It just took a while for us to catch up. Exactly, Matt. God will always be your avenger because he knows exactly how to avenge the right way. We mere humans do not know how to avenge right. We do it meanly and spitefully. God, on the other hand, when he puts his avenging hand down, it's always for a lesson. It's always to teach people how to be better. That's why he is the Father. The Father. And all I am is a mere vessel coming down and just telling just a little people, just live him. See what happens in your life once you give yourself to God and love him. And by loving him, you have to love others. You have to love your enemy. And you have to learn how to put the sword down, Peter.
You are the last human being on this planet I would take any religious advice from. Just know that. And I'm not the only one who feels that way.
My sword's down. My arms are out. And I'm fine. But see, I'm physically ill at the same time. I know that there could be a time, sooner or later, where I could just drop down to the ground and meet the Lord. My heart isn't very strong anymore.
That's a lie. Because if that was the truth, you have Medicaid. You would be referred to a cardiologist if you had any heart problems. There is nothing wrong with you aside from being obese. That is it.
But I know the Lord is sufficient. I know the Lord has my...
The Lord is efficient? Okay. I'm not sure what the fuck you're talking about, but alright. Efficiency is key with God, I guess.
back. And I know he loves me and you guys so much, and you don't even know it, how much God loves you. God helps us eat when we have nothing to eat. He helps us be able to get what we need to survive and to feel better about our lives. God is sufficient, and he will send his servants to do what they need to do. So if you're going to judge me by the things of the past, that's fine, that's on you. But it does not reflect who I am now. We all have a past. The only difference is mine got broadcasted.
You chose to broadcast your life. That was your choice, and you did that so you could e-beg and grift.
That's okay, though. I broadcasted my flaws intentionally to show non-believers that even though you are messed up and you feel you're not worthy of God, you can still have God. I did that right after I became a believer from an atheist, because I knew internally that was my problem and why I was an atheist. I didn't feel like I was good enough for God.
Oh, that reminds me. You were talking about the 10 Commandments earlier, and I forgot to discuss that with you. So let's discuss that right now, Miss Good for God. Here are the 10 Commandments, Shannon. Take a good look at them, and then take a good look at how you live your life. Thou shalt not commit adultery. Thou shalt not steal. You've done all of those things and more. So who are you to talk about what a good Christian you are? You don't even know what the 10 Commandments are because you don't follow any of them.
I thought I was unworthy. I was a woman full of fornication. Full of fornication and hatred for the people who were on me. And God took all of that away. I'm no longer a fornicator.
Well, I would hope not, considering a fornicator is someone who commits adultery by fornication. Are you committing adultery, Shannon? No, you're just living in sin, pretending that you're married to someone that you're not married by, and calling him your husband when he's not. That's not good in God's eyes, in case you didn't know. And I'm certainly not someone who's very educated on the Bible, but I know that's wrong.
I protest it. And I'm no longer a person of a mean, ill spirit. From feeling anger, I give it all to him. A flawful, imperfect being, I give it all to God. And I thank him.
So I guess your children would be the burdens, huh? Because that's who he took. Your burdens, those children that burdened you so much. It was so hard for you to be a good mother, to be a mother at all. How much time can you say you've spent with your children in their lifetime? Because I've been covering you for 5 years and I have seen nothing. Nothing. Maybe a couple trips to Dave & Buster's, maybe once. And Rev bitched about that and bitched about this when you guys were just eating everything on the damn menu. Should we revisit that? Because we can.
Him for taking my burden. That's all this was about. All this he said, she said thing, that's all this is about. Because God will be glorified in this. Not me or the other parties. God will be glorified. For he deserves the glorification, not me. I'm shit compared to God. You have anything you want to say, hon?
Point. Pretty angry, I got to say.
Peace and Maranatha.
So, my lovies, this video has taken me forever and I apologize. I've had some pretty crappy things happen to me this week. I lost my dog yesterday and I'm heartbroken. I had her for 12 years. She had heart failure. I have a lot more. I'm gonna just for me for 12 years we lived in 5 states. If I got in the car, she got in the car. She was never not with me, and I feel like I lost one of my children, and I am heartbroken. So if you can help me, wonderful. If you can't, please don't ever feel bad. There have been times where I've wanted to donate for similar situations and wasn't able to. But just your prayers and positive wishes will be enough for me. I am going to put something together real quick, and then I'm gone to my next Shanny video because I have 4 of them in my editor. I have been not on top of my Shanny game lately, and I apologize for that. And thank you guys for being patient with me. It's just been a really awful week. And hopefully next week will be better. But my Cash App is hashtag. My Cash App is $ballerina81. I have a Venmo if you want to use that. I have to find that. I think it's Ella Tallulah 26. And I have PayPal too, but I don't even know if I know how to use it. I don't know. If you can help me, great. If you can't, please just pray for my children because they're heartbroken. And God, I sound like them. I just realized I sound like Shanny and Rev e-begging. My God, it's come full circle. I'm officially a loser. But I just reminded me, if you could spare anything of just prayers, like, no, just positive vibes for my boys because they had her for a long time and she was with them their whole lives, and she's gone now, and she's She crossed the rainbow bridge and she's with God, and I'll see her again someday. But she was my little angel baby. Here, I'll show you. This was my little princess Willow. Her name was Willow Kate. All my animals have middle names. But she was a long-haired Chihuahua. She was amazing. I love the back of their heads. She came everywhere with me, and she made my life better when my life was not. And I will be forever eternally grateful for this dog, because she watched over my babies, she took care of me, and she made my life better. And for that, I am eternally grateful for her. And losing a pet is like losing a family member. And I'm kind of in a weird headspace right now. But anyway, I'm not going to continue to e-beg or grift. Thank you for watching my video. Hit the like if you liked it. And I'm going to go start working on the other one. I just have something I have to put together real quick. But thank you guys for supporting me. Thank you for all the kind wishes and comments. I got them all. I will respond to all of you as soon as I get a chance. And I love you guys immensely. And I hope you have a wonderful weekend.